Well, I guess it's officially the off season because there is another Miami Dolphins scandal afoot. And for back to back years now, it involves Tyreek Hill. Hit the like button on the way in, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and make sure at the end of the episode, leave comments in the comment section.
Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30. This is the dynamic Hill. He's in for 6. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown.
Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off, it's these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it.
So, yeah, interesting news comes across the feed today. Was planning on doing a show about some other stuff, but this takes precedent, Tyreek Hill in a bit of a pickle again, and this is just it's kind of one of those weird situations, right? Because dude, Tyreek Hill catching it from all sides. Every time I turn around, somebody's trying to put their hands in this man's pocket, right? We had the boat incident last year. There was video that came out afterwards, questionable. Tyreek Hill definitely shouldn't have been in that situation, but again, it wasn't as bad as it was made out to be. But still, a situation that you just don't want around the program. And I mean, dude, listen, by all accounts, Tyreek Hill is like the greatest, charismatic, nicest guy of all time. And that's why, I get it. He's had he's had some questionable pasts and some other incidents that have popped up and stuff like that. But it seems like more ways than one, he's been, I don't know, a guy that's been doing it right for a while. But then this incident pops up after last year's incident. And again, last year's incident, a little bit more context. But this, I can't help but feel an outlook. I get it. I'm biased. I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm probably going to take Tyreek Hill's side on this. But I can't help but feel that there's like a secondary agenda. But there's with this assault and battery case with this woman in question. Well, it's not even a case, right? It's a suit. So let's make that clear. There's been no formal charges filed at this time, but there is a lawsuit that has come across. And this dates back to like a year ago when this incident took place. And that's why, to me, it's kind of like, why now? And what's like odd situations. And we're going to get into the full detail of the story, and, we're going to look at all that. But hit the like button on the way in. And shout out to everybody in chat. I see everybody getting in here. Flava J, I know. Daniel, what's up? I knew Michael K was not going to pass up an opportunity to get in here and, represent the Bills in a way that, shines a light on the Dolphins' embarrassing times. Bills fans, going to do what they do. Greg, yeah, no more trading Waddle nonsense. Oh, wow, trade Tyreek. I didn't see it. Oh, wow. Crazy Dolphin, a.k.a. Mr. Polk. What's happening, my friend? Andres, what's up, buddy? So, yeah, hit the like button on the way in. Shout out to everybody in chat. We're going to get into this whole situation. I had that article, I thought. Let me, so this was from the Daily Mail. And let me go ahead and pull this up if it'll open. What the heck, dude? Come on. Let me go ahead. Give me 2 seconds, everybody. Article done closed out, so now I gotta go. And I didn't save it or anything, so I gotta go back to where I originally had it saved through the good old X. Yeah, this came through the Daily Mail today, and it's highlighted NFL superstar Tyreek Hill broke plus-size influencer's leg by charging at her with, quotes, crushing force after she humiliated him during practice football drills at his home Florida mansion, lawsuit claims. I mean, dude, what a headline grabber, right? So essentially, by the title alone, for anyone who just sees that, Tyreek Hill broke a chick's leg while running drills. This plus-size model at that. Okay. Let's get into the insanity. NFL superstar Tyreek Hill broke a woman's leg when he charged at her with cruising speed during a backyard football lesson, according to lawsuit obtained exclusively by the Daily Mail. Influencer Sophia Hall, which is funny because she has another name at the top of her X page, which I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that here directly. Shout out to Michael K. I can only imagine what he is donating for me to read right now. What's up, Deep Zone Podcast, my guy? Hello. Let's see. Ty Geek will be starting wideout for the Dade County Corrections. Makes wideout have a whole new meaning, though, doesn't it? If he is in the Dade County Correctional Facility, hi-oh. You know what's funny too? If you guys watching my shorts, because I made a short about this incident that we're talking about right now. But the other day I made one where Tyreek Hill was calling out Jake Paul. He wants to put them hands on him. I mean, I'm just playing the game now. So just saying, yada, yada, yada. So let's continue with what's going on. Sophia Hall says Hill, 29, felt humiliated, in quotations, when she managed to hold her own. Now, this chick, she thick, right? She thick. And Tyreek Hill, I mean, he's not the biggest of dudes. I think she's got, listen, I don't know how tall she is, but I think she's got him by a couple of elbows. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got a couple of pounds on his ass. So, but her saying she held her own. First of all, let me make something clear. She's a 35-year-old plus-size model. She's holding her own against Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest men on the planet. Let's continue. Okay. She held her own and even knocked him backwards during a series of practice drills at his Florida mansion. So she, I don't know, like what, first of all, what the hell is going on? Like, how did this scenario set up, right? How did this all come about? This chick comes over, was he with that girlfriend at the time? The one that now is his wife that he just got married to? This was only a year ago. This is kind of a timetable thing that we might. Anyhow, let me continue. She how did come watch me run drills? And I mean, did she challenge him? Like, she was like, yo, I could take you out. Like, what happened? Let's continue with the article. Maybe we'll find out. The 5-time All-Pro retaliated by rushing Hall and knocking her to the ground with such ferocity that she needed reconstructive surgery and months of physical therapy is alleged. So she's basically saying, I held my own against him and knocked him down. He got up and knocked me down because I humiliated him, and that caused me to get reconstructive surgery and months of physical therapy. Now, okay, so let's just think this through a little tiny bit. If he knocked her down and she broke something right then and there, there's got to be some kind of ambulance, right? Or a hospital visit to, whatever. Did this happen and then 7 or 8 hours go by, and that night she went to the doctor thinking, hey, my butt's kind of sore, when I fell down or something? Did this contact that fell her down happen within the drill? She's a big chick, and if she fell on her butt, I'm telling you right now, she did not sustain any damage. I'm not even going to play no more. I'm just going to show you Homegirl real quick. First off, the thing I'm going to show you is her Instagram reel, which her Instagram handle is Sophia's Selfies. That is also a name she goes by on X. She let's see. She posted this on Instagram. I don't know when the timetable was. It's funny that it's kind of coming out now, but it's her on crutches, kind of showing off. I don't know. She's kind of gimping around just a little bit, but homegirl thick. So let me know if you guys can see. Yeah. So there she is. She's got. If she fell on that bottom, I promise everything is all right. There's no way you could drop her off a 3-story building. If she landed right on her butt, she's probably gonna be okay. I mean, listen. Right, like she's a little thicker than I like, but I mean, dang. So yeah, let's continue with the article. I'll show some more stuff here directly. Hall, 35-year-old, an actress and plus-size model with more than 2 million social media followers, is suing the scandal-plagued Dolphins wide receiver for battery, assault, and negligence. Again, Tyreek Hill's followers are in the hundreds of millions across all his platforms. So there's no doubt that, yeah, she might have 2 million, and hey, listen, it's fucking a lot more than I got. But it pales in comparison to what Tyreek Hill got going on in his ordeal. Hit the like button, everybody. Hey, Nene. What's up, Glenn? Yeah, so let's continue down this article to see what else it has to say. Why is it so big? What's going on here? See. Okay, Tyreek Hill, a National Football League superstar, perennial Pro Bowler, first-team All-Pro, world-class athlete, nicknamed the Cheetah for his incredible combination of strength and speed, makes a living humiliating and outperforming his competition on the football field every day. Her complainant states, unfortunately, now this is from her lawyer, guys, unfortunately, after getting humiliated in front of friends and family when he was knocked backwards during a friendly football lesson by his friend Sophia Hall, Tyreek Hill became enraged and forcefully and purposefully shoved Miss Hall, severely fracturing her leg. So, okay, if you severely fracture somebody's leg by pushing them, not that it's not possible, dude. The guy is a friggin' athlete. Then she went to the hospital immediately, correct? I mean, dude, I broke my leg, my femur in a car wreck, and yeah, I went to the hospital. Well, it was a car wreck, but you break your leg, you can't do nothing. You go into shock. You gotta go right to the hospital. But what's up, Tyrone? TJ? It's good, guys. Hit the likes. All right. Hill had an incredible 2023 season, finishing blah, 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 blah. But off the field, things were just as frantic as he suffered a major house fire. Dang, dude. That's right. I forgot about the house fire. Dang. His 10-year-old son. Hold on. He was caught on CCT allegedly slapping a marina worker and became embroiled in a series of paternity suits. Jeez, dude, they are dogging homeboy in this article. Hall claims, this is the lady that has filed the suit, the plus-size Instagram / OnlyFans model. Hall claims that the speedy wideout started sending her flirtatious Instagram messages a day after she enrolled her 10-year-old son to Tyreek Hill's football camp last May. The curvy OnlyFans creator says the Gridiron star refused to believe she was 6'1", 3 inches taller than him. So, okay, she is a big lady, all right? She, the 6'1", that's a big chick. Nothing wrong with that, ladies. I'm a big lady. That's cool. I mean, fuck. He flew her to Florida. He flew her to Florida on June 28th and invited her to hang out at his $7 million mansion in Southwest Ranches. Damn, dude. Fucking just outside Miami, the suit alleges. I thought she lives in Tampa. So flying her to Florida is a lot different than flying her from Tampa, which I mean is a G move. Like, hey, don't worry, I'm going to have you flown here from Tampa. You ain't got to drive. But pretty certain this chick lives in Tampa. Anyhow, the sprawling property boasts 10-person spot. Oh man, dude, they are just gonna that NBA regulation size court turf football. They're just making you hate him in this article by telling you how great he is and how this other chick is a victim. This is a very biased one storytelling type of article. Defendant Hill invited Miss Hall to participate in offensive drills with him, her complainant says. Defendant Hill told her since her 10-year-old son played offensive line, she should practice with that position as well. And there's a series of text messages on Instagram. Tyreek Hill saying not. She's saying not what? Not 6'1". LOL, yes I am. There's no way. She's blah, 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 blah. LOL, see you. How will I see you? You must get in and teleport to me yesterday. Yada, 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 yada. So, man, they are just hanging homie out to dry. Hanging them out to dry. And they do have a couple of things. Some x-rays of her knee, which is different than a broken leg. But hey, okay. I guess if your knee don't work, your leg don't work, right? So let's see. Hill asked his guest to adopt the defensive line position, blah, 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 blah. British-born Hall had never played football before. Goodness gracious. Miss Hall did as instructed on the on contact with the defendant, caused Hill to be pushed backward, garnering laughter from the witnesses present at the time, including the defendant's mother, sister, friend, and trainer. So, okay. The people watching was his mom, his sister, his friend, and his trainer. For the next few plays, Hall was instructed to play offense, hiking the ball, the imaginary quarterback, while Hill became a defensive pass rusher. On the third play, Hill rushed through as Miss Hall held her own against Hill. The lawsuit stated the blonde TikTok star did not fare so well On the fourth hit, defendant Hill charged into her violently and with great force, resulting in significant and serious injuries, the lawsuit alleges. The crushing force was so great that she sustained a right leg fracture, necessitating surgery and mental hardware implications. Jesus, dude. Oh, man. Tyreek is fucking in trouble, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyreek is in trouble. They're wording it in such a way. Hill downplayed his friend's injury, offering Hall ice and a bed to lay down in. She goes, claim. Oh, dude. This is not a money grab, guys. This is looking pretty crappy. But after being in pain and agony for days, she was diagnosed with a right leg fracture, which required surgery. Blah, blah, blah. Man, they're going to say that again. Defendant Hill's aggression towards Ms. Hall is consistent with his history of violence and aggressive behavior towards women. Dude, you are fucked, Tyreek. Damn, bro. Oh, man. You're in trouble, dude. You're going to have to pay this piper. That's all there is to it. This is, man, whether or not it's half as bad as this is claiming to be. And now, dude, they just got pictures of his wife and all this stuff, and she's pregnant. God, dude, you couldn't get out in front. Who's Tyreek Hill's peoples? Right? Like, I know Tyreek Hill has some amazing peoples. I get that there is a political narrative to push this out. It just sounds like to me that Tyreek Hill said, hey, yo, I'm getting this big bitch over to the house. God, dude, I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. I know people don't like that I said that just now. Sorry, Nene. Excuse my toxic masculine behavior, but I'm just going to fucking call it like it is. I'm going to get this giant chick over to my house. She looks like a pillow chick, and he probably ran a little bit through her, and she fucked her leg up. And, damn, dude. I'm sorry, Nate. I fucked that up. I didn't mean to be calling her a big bitch. I don't know why I did that. I know why, because I'm a fucking asshole. But yeah, she's definitely not happy about it, and they're just bringing up every single thing on earth about Tyreek Hill and everything he's got. They're showing his Facebook pictures. God, dude. Oh, dude, no. Off the field, however. Oh, no, these are his other stuff. Second alleged baby mama, Kimberly Baker, came forward last May claiming that the paternity test would prove that he's the father of her newborn daughter, Trey Love Hill. Damn. Named him Hill. Oh, damn. This is rough. This is rough. This is not. I had thought that, okay, it's this chick. She's a model. She's got followers. She's trying to just steal a little bit of that sunshine, right? But, dude, he's got witnesses. Oh, no. Why, Tyreek? Why? Why'd you even... I get why you had her there. Like, let's call it what it is. Hey, we're going to roughhouse. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I'm tackling you. But why's your mom and sister and everybody watching and shit? I don't get it. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Tyreek, I love you, buddy. And you're going to get out of this. And this ain't going to be nearly as big of a deal. I don't like that they're tying this all into an absolute... this guy just is a fucking predator that likes to go out and seek women and hit them. I don't think that that's in his nature. I will say that poor choices is something that you've seen happen a couple of times. Damn. Amazon women is the political correctness, Michael K. Okay, so big ass Amazon chick. He had come over. She's 6'1", 240 thick. Straight dumps, right? Like fucking cake all up and down this homegirl. So much so that's how she makes her living. She's like, yeah, my waist is not... my waist is not... bro. Anyhow. My waist is not indicative of the size of the ass that it carries. I don't know how it's genetically possible. Seems like chicks are getting squeezed and like their fucking top part's coming out and their bottom part. Everybody's hourglass shape now. It's crazy. Anyhow, dude, I don't want to go on a fucking tangent. I almost did. But yeah, this is not a good look for Tyreek because I get why you had her over. I get it. I'm trying to get me a piece of that too. Single at the time, probably. Tyreek, you got the money, you got the star, you got the shine. Everybody gonna want a piece of that, and anything and everything you're associated with, one way or another, they're gonna fling it your direction. Every lawyer is too. I don't give a damn. If it's your boat and you let a friend use it and he crashes it and kills people, they're not going after your dead friend. They're coming after you. And that's just another example. Ain't your fault. Ain't your nothing. Guy had a boating license. You called your insurance. He did everything you were supposed to do. But they're still coming for you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. And when you have allegations of battery like this in your past, it just was poor choice to just roughhouse with any strange woman. I don't care how fucking big she is. The only roughhousing you should do, well, fuck, he's getting whammied on that too. Can't even hit it. You can't even hit and quit, dog. Let's call it for what it is. I know I'm just talking dirty right now, but I'm talking to the fellas out there, right? Like, I get it. We're in the day and age of cameras and everything like that, but think smarter, boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna in and out burger this bitch, like, make sure to be respectful, because some of these chicks be coming after you hard. And I'm not. Nay, I'm not lying. Yeah. Mike, I ain't even saying that, dude. But listen, like, you can be respectful. There is chicks that go out and meet socially, right? Like, even when I was younger, they kind of got it, right? There's a crazy one in the bunch. You got to know how to spot them ahead of time. That's a wisdom move. Like, you could see this one coming from a long ways. It's usually them hippie type chicks, dude. Whoa, watch out for them. Like, they're cool, and like, you're like, man, all right, that's cool. But watch out, they get freaking crazy. But this chick is a OnlyFans plus size model. My red flags are going everywhere. Like, dude, money's important. Love wasn't. And I get it. You seen that and you were like, whew. I'm finna figure a way to touch this at any cost. I don't care if I gotta fucking tackle this big bitch. I don't care. I said it again. Fuck it. I don't care if I gotta wrap up, do a form tackle, get my hands around that big old booty. I don't even know how he could. No, Tyreek. I mean, listen. Like, I don't know. Homegirl thicker than a Snicker. So, damn, Tyreek, why you did that? Why you did that? I was gonna come on here and talk about other stuff. So, we'll see. This will be something that'll be talked about more and more and more. You can bet your ass. Or it'll hopefully be something that, hey, payoff has been made. Here's fucking $2.8 million plus I'll pay for all your medical expenses. Gotta happen, dog, right? Plus, you could be like, listen, you done coasted off my star. You know you got subscribers. You know you're getting juice. I'm literally talking about this chick right now. I'd never talk about her. And I ain't an OnlyFans taker. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. Fuck out of here. But, I'm sure her account subscriptions have gone up. You like that, Nene? Yeah, I'll always be saying that. Come on now. Dang, TJ, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. OnlyFans. Well, we'll see how this rolls. Hopefully this will shake out into more of a under the rug and it's done and over with. Tyreek Hill, you fucked up. Whether all this is as bad as she says it is isn't really the point at this point. Even if the fracture's fake, she's got an ironclad story, witnesses, you were roughhousing with a woman in a physical manner as a pro athlete, literally the best in the world. They can paint, and you've got a pass to boot. You need to just pay for this to go away. That's what I would do. If you got the money. Now, working all that out, that's between y'all, and I'm Paul. Howdy. So, all right, let's move on to the next bit of stuff that has happened today. Mike McDaniel at the combine. Lot of different kinds. There was some questions about Fangio. He kind of shed a little bit of light on that situation that, hey, it was a mutual deal, blah, 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 blah. He wanted out. We were always in communication about it, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. To me, there's always more to that story. I'm sure between Mike McDaniel and Fangio personally, that's probably exactly what happened. And Mike McDaniel will be smart and wise to keep to the story he has because that's the truth that he knows. Whether he knew any other details between Chris Greer or players or anything like that, he doesn't need to offer up that type of information. He was smart to just say, no, look, we were on there and it kind of got to a point where it was beneficial. It was kind of a mutual separation. We lost interest in each other and want to see other people. Tyreek Hill. Damn. Anyhow, so yeah. What else was there discussed? Oh, there was a titty bitty. Ooh, kind of a. Mike McDaniel had spoke a little bit when he was asked about the Tua Tagovailoa extension, and it was super, super cryptic. And I'm not even going to play the interview for you guys because to me, Mike McDaniel, I love listening to the guy, but when he's in coach at the podium mode, he uhs and hums and haws. And that's, dude, it's a tactic, right? It's to not allow yourself to be sound bit, clipped, quoted in a definitive statement in any way other than what everyone already knows. That's how it works. These guys aren't fucking dumb. This dude isn't grafting and scheming up plays and understanding all this and having his swag and being cool in other interviews to come at the podium and talk about football and sound like It's just a fact. These guys do this on purpose for the reasons I just said. But there is still bits of information that are dissected and pulled out from it. That's it. Let me just get to a little bit of what he did say when in regards to that. He said he was very encouraged that the team will sign Tua Tagovailoa to a long-term deal. Both his representation and the organization are hard at work, was something that he really, that stood out from the conversation. Those timelines are impossible to predict. My main concern this offseason has been communicating what Tua needs from his head coach and his offensive coaching staff, which is what things that we can identify to continue to progress in your game the same way we have done since day one. That's kind of if you go into that statement a little bit, there is some stuff that he says there. My main concern this offseason is communicating to what Tua needs. I guess you could be like, oh, Tua needs, he's concerned with that. But I mean, listen, we all know Tua's going to be the quarterback this coming season. Whether or not he has an extension or not, it doesn't matter. It's his fifth year. Now, if Tua decides not to play in his fifth year, that's something, we'll cross that bridge when it can. But right now, being the head coach and the offensive guy, game planning, all that stuff, and finding out what they can do better as a team, for the offense, that's not That's good manners and good policy. So he also said this. He goes, my belief has always been strong from day one in Tua. It's stronger than it was the first day I met him. That's just kind of a weird deal, right? It's stronger than the first day I met him. I don't know why he threw that caveat in there. I see people that were quoting this saying, oh, he's gotten, he does go off to say that's because that our relationship where I'm focused, which is continuing to provide the coaching so he can continue to evolve his game and da da da. I get that it doesn't seem to be a fictitious type of relationship between Mike McDaniel and Tua. I think, Tua has fully bought into the Mike McDaniel, caring about him and his career and getting him better and him being the quarterback. And I think there's a sincerity from Mike McDaniel in that's truly what he wants. He wants, not just to be a successful head coach, but he really wants it to be successful head coach with Tua Tagovailoa. I think he believes that game plan and surroundings really is exactly what he wants to put together. Now, I'm just shooting in the dark here, and this is a bit of projecting. I think he has to understand and realize that, yes, that's what he wants and needs, and if he was asked, that's what he would say, but he also understands that this is the NFL, and it's a business that if they said Tua's no longer a quarterback and Johnny Manziel's the guy, he's going to be like, shit, well, Johnny Manziel, I like his game in college. I better figure out how to fucking keep my job with this guy. So there is this coach speak as well in there. So we got to kind of understand where it's coming from. But I also do, like I said, believe that there is a sincerity and an absolute trust between the two. The goal is to have Tagovailoa on a long-term playing at a high level, which is what he had basically tried to just Tua earlier had to say, I'm going to let my agents, Chris and Mike, let those guys talk about it and let them move forward accordingly when he was asked about his contract situation. So a lot of stuff to be thinking about. He did mention a little bit about Tua's growth as well. He said in football, there's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of things you can control. I think one of the best examples of taking control over your career is what Tua was able to do through the training and being able to experience all the different things. I mean, experience a playoff for the first time in his career. That was afforded to him because he was able to be leading the team week in and week out. These are the things that were necessary, assuming he was capable of doing that, But like most things that Tua has done in his career, he's recognized, or hasn't done in his career, he has recognized and proved those doubters wrong. Let's see what else. Mike McDaniel also said he has consistent evolution in this offense. I'm never going to... Oh, no, this is about the growth of his offense. Excuse me. So he was talking about when they asked him about them, with the Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, there's tougher competition and stuff like that, and there might be some turnover and stuff. He said he was talking about the growth of the offense is a consistent evolution. I'm never going to copy and paste and be like, well, this is what we did in 2023. Let's work that or let's work off that. This team ultimately trying to create some uncertainty and indecision with offensive scheme, and inherent is that is a constant evolution. I'm not really ever gloating on any successes of the past. You're more... This is all him quoting. We are going to do with the set of players. We're going to do it with this set of players. We're going to have some guys that are going to be in their third year. Some guys are going to be in their second, and there's going to be some new guys. But ultimately, that's the best thing to serve them. He also added, it's naturally evolving, meaning the offense. There's never been 1 year from an offensive perspective that I can remember that was staying exactly the same, particularly since I got started here in 2022. It'll be exciting things that we'll do different. It's going to be exciting things that we are going to evolve, and there's going to be exciting things that we're going to build upon successes of the first 2 years. I think that's eloquently put. I think it makes a lot of sense. You're going to build in year 3. But I will say this. Tua gets extended or not, if he gets extended, right, and the Dolphins don't get in the playoffs or get a wild card and lose in the wild card round, there will be serious, serious, serious hot seat issues with Mike McDaniel. And it doesn't matter if the offense is the fail or the defense, because it really won't matter. That'll be your 4th defensive coordinator, or it'll be your 3rd defensive coordinator in 3 years. It's literally an absolute reset timeline of the Brian Flores deal with the defensive side. 3 different offensive guys. Now we're on the flip side, right? It really won't matter if Tua is extended or not, because if he is extended, there's going to be a lot of pressure on the team and organization at large, particularly Chris Greer, to figure a way to keep his job and appease the owner, who will probably be at the end of his rope after riding it for a 3rd year with Mike McDaniel and now paying Tua, and he's going to want to know what the hell's going on. And somebody's head's going to end up on the chopping block, and it's probably everybody. It'll be everybody before Chris Greer, I can promise you that. And no matter how you slice it, this isn't going to go well if this doesn't show some postseason success around here. If Tua doesn't get extended, which is still a possibility, no contracts have been made, no nothing, and it's not a must at this moment in time. There's a lot of holes that need to get filled on this team. A lot of stuff coming out. I'll put out another video about some inside information and some sources, what they've told me about what the Dolphins are drafting up for some of their free agents and some of their current players as far as contract cap manipulation. I'll talk to you guys that on another episode. That was actually what this episode was going to be about. But anyhow, there's a world in which Tua doesn't get extended and they don't have this success where they lose in the wild card or don't get in the playoffs at all. Mike McDaniel and Tua could both be potentially on the hot seat. And that's only because the owner, he could be like, I'm pulling the plug. I'm pulling the plug on the coach. Why am I going to extend this quarterback in his 5th year? Why am I going to extend this coach? And continue on with this nonsense. I'm going to figure this out a different way. And he very well may do that. I mean, listen, I don't know. This owner has done it before. When Brian Flores got fired and all that came out, yeah, there was whispers and in the building, and I was hearing all kinds of sourced stuff as well about what the deal was with Tua and with Brian Flores. And, I mean, it could have gone the other way, people. It could have gone where Tua is gone and Brian Flores is still here. So don't act like that wasn't on the table, because I promise you it was. Every year up until Flores got fired, it was on the table because the team was going after a quarterback every year. But I digress. So don't think that this isn't the owner who was co-signing or picking out quarterbacks he liked, a la Brady, to come in here, that if Tua doesn't get this extension done this offseason, and Mike McDaniel and Tua in this offense and this team alike fails to get a playoff victory in the playoffs, people, minimally, that is the bottom line. And yeah, you could definitely see Tua, Mike McDaniel, Chris Greer, the whole freaking thing might go flush down the toilet, except for the players that are under contract and the players in which whoever sticks around can decide. It's a lot. It's a lot. And we've got a lot of stuff to discuss. I'm going to do another video here probably tomorrow night going into all of the players that are that the Dolphins have drafted up stuff to try to bring here that they are looking to keep in Miami. I'm also going to do a little bit touching on how they're going to get the money to do that. There is an absolute rework cap manipulation. Some guys are getting extensions. Some guys are getting money up front, and they're going to rework their deals. But pretty much, I'm gonna go through the list of the guys that are going to be, there's going to be some shaking down, and some information has come my way of a little bit of that stuff. So I'm going to go into that stuff as well. But yeah, there's so much going on, and I was going to get in all that tonight, make like a 30-minute video, and this Tyreek Hill stuff comes across my desk, and I was like, dang, dude, let's get into it. Let's peel back the layers of the onion and see how this looks. And by the time we got to the core, it was rotten. So that sucks. It's not good. Hopefully Tyreek Hill and his family are, wish him well. I feel like the whole world's coming after this guy. Every time I turn around, they can't stand that. They can't stand him. Is what it is. Haters gonna hate. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right. Hit the like button, guys, on the way out. I will see everyone next time, and leave comments at the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think about this Tyreek Hill nonsense, this complete, utter, just us back in this position again. Scandal is afoot in Miami. Once again, it is a yearly occurrence around here. If there is no scandal, I don't know what the hell to do, because I've never known an offseason as a Dolphins fan the past since like Wannstedt, right? Since like Dave Wannstedt, it's been one scandal after another. So hit the like button, leave a comment in the end. Let me know what you guys think. Fins up, everybody.